see his father first, but I've personally arranged to have him come here first. So please prepare to personally receive him.
What happened, mother? Why are you wearing these clothes? Why does the whole palace look so desolate? Where is my father? Why do I not find him in his palace?
My dear son, whoever is born has to leave one day. Your father has left us and has attained the abode where all spiritual and pious men go.
The whole way back to Ayodhya, my left eye was trembling. Those bad dreams, those evil omens. Oh, mother, my worst apprehensions have come true. My father is no more. My father is no more. That loving father who has caressed me. That father who taught me so many things in my whole life. He was my best wisher, friend and guide. He has left me.
My dear parent, please do not become overwhelmed by such emotions.
No, mother, no. I am so unfortunate. I couldn't even have a last look of my dying father. I am sure before dying, he must have asked for me. He must have asked for me. Tell me, mother, tell me. Did he ask for me?
No, Bharat, to tell you the truth,
He was only calling out for Ram.
Ram? Was he not there with him? At least you must have been there, no, mother?
No, I was also not there. He left his body in Queen Kaushalya's palace.
But, Brother Ram must have been there with him, right? Where were Brother Ram and Lakshman then?
In the forest.
Forest? What? Why in the forest?
Banished.
Banished? No. This banishment is given to the worst of criminals. But, my brother Ram is righteous amongst men. He is purest of pure. But why is he? What's happening, mother? I cannot understand anything.
My dear parent, please do not become overwhelmed by such emotions. After all, you have many responsibilities to shoulder now. After performing the last rites of your deceased father, you must ascend the throne of Ayodhya. The citizens of Ayodhya need a king.
Taking charge of throne of Ayodhya? Me? Why me? Where is Brother Ram? It is his duty. I will most certainly help him in serving Ayodhya.
No, Raghuvanshi Bharat. The responsibility of Ayodhya has fallen on your shoulders.
My shoulder? You are right. I will have to do my duties. I think some evil-minded person has done big conspiracy to destroy our entire dynasty and spread poison in loving family. So my first duty is to punish that person who has caused my father to death and my brother to be banished. Whoever that sinful person is, I will never leave him alive. Never leave him alive.
Then, will you give that person a death sentence?
Certainly, even if it is death personified. Anything less than that is disgrace to punishment itself.
Then you will have to give that punishment to me.
You?
Yes, me. In your absence, Queen Kaushalya wanted to take advantage of the situation. But I did not let that happen.
Why?
With the 2 boons that your father had previously promised me, I had first asked that the throne of Ayodhya be given to you
No.
instead of Rama.
No.
And with the second boon, I had asked your father to banish Rama to live in the forest for the next 14 years in exile.
No.
And Sita and Lakshman followed without any difficulty. Poor Mantha, she helped me so much along the way. Otherwise I didn't even know what I was doing. Now, Bharat, now is the time for you to ascend the throne. The citizens of Ayodhya are bereft of a king, and that king is you.
No.
Bharat, why are you looking at me in that way?
You cruel!
Bharat, what are you talking about?
Oh, mother! What have you done? Did you think in your mind that I will accept the royal throne by killing my own father? Banishing my own brother Ram? Brother Ram is more dear to me than my life itself. I consider myself to be only his menial servant. That is my natural position.
No, Bharat. You have to understand that whatever I did for you and your well-being.
Oh God, you must be the goddess of universal destruction. Are you so hard-hearted that you can't understand how Mother Kaushalya must be feeling in the absence of her only son? Oh God, why did Madra's tongue not break into pieces before suggesting to send Ram to the forest? That Ram who loved you more than his own mother. That Kaushalya who loved you more than her own sister. Are you so hard that you can't understand? Why did your tongue not melt before suggesting to send Ram to the forest?
No, Bharat. You have to understand that every mother has agreed to see her own son in the best position.
Greed? Greed? Isn't it the root cause for all the sin? Greed makes one blind and one loses the power of discrimination. This was not work of a woman. It was work of a merciless Rakshasi, a demon.
Bharat, I'm your mother. Your mother.
No! No! I am sorry, but from today, you are not my mother anymore. I disown you. I prefer to live in a hell life after life before calling you as my mother. Maharani Kaikeyi, if you are not a woman, with these very hands, I would have strangled your neck and cut you into pieces. But I assure you that I will never see your wicked face again. And from today, I will never enter this palace again. And I also make sure that I will never allow you to fulfill your selfish ambition. Not only will I bring Ram back from the forest, but instead, I will spend 14 years in the forest to keep my father's promise intact.
Please forgive me.
Sujai! Sujai, where are you?
Yes, Yuvraj Bharat.
Please prepare my chariot ready. I would like to go to the forest immediately.
No,
I cannot wait anymore to see my brother Ram.
as you wish, Yuvraj Bharat. I will get the chariot ready, bring it to the gate.
No, Bharat. Please don't. I'm your mother, Bharat. Please don't. Please forgive me. No.
So beautiful and lovely here. In fact, it's so peaceful. But the royal opulences of Ayodhya are not there. I hope it is not too much of a discomfort for you. I will do my best to keep both of you as comfortable as possible.
My lord, because I am with you, I am not missing any royal pleasures of Ayodhya.
Brother, he has come. He has brought his army. It's time to pick up our weapons. Good that he himself has come. Today I shall slay him.
What happened, Lakshman? Who has come?
Your dear Bharat.
Bharat? Bharat is here?
Yes.
Where is he?
There, with an army to attack you and kill you, so that he can enjoy the unrivaled sovereignty. He thinks you are helpless in this forest. He doesn't know that this Lakshman is with you. Today, I shall slay him, if required the entire army of Ayodhya. After slaying him, I shall see how Mother Kaikeyi suffers for her sins.
No, Lakshman. No. Don't speak about your brother like that. In fact, Bharat is a Mahatma. He's a noble personality. I know my brother very well. If he's coming to see me, there is only one reason. He wants me back to return to Ayodhya and accept the kingdom.
Ram! Ram!
Bharat!
Ram! My dear brother Ram!
Bharat,
No, brother, no. No. You should not embrace a sinner like me, because of whom you have to go through these hardships in the forest. You, who deserve to be sitting on the royal throne like a king of earth, are now forced to sit on the hard ground. You, who deserve to be wearing royal garments like a king, are now in these tree balls. In these tree balls.
Obeisance unto you, brother.
No, Lakshman, no. Do not speak this way. I am sinful. I am sin personified.
Dear brother, I misunderstood your intentions and picked up my bow to shoot arrows at you. Please kindly forgive me.
Shoot arrows at me? Why didn't you do that, Lakshman? That would have been a great favor to me. Would have been a great favor to me.
Bharat? Dear Bharat, I see a royal elephant there. In fact, on the top, I see the white umbrella. That means Pitashi is here. Bharat, I would like to take Pitashi darshan. Where is Pitashi, brother? Where is Pitashi, Bharat? Bharat, tell me, brother, what happened?
While repeating your name, traveling in the ocean of separation from you, our dear father has left his body.
Pitashi!
Now we have become orphans. My dear brother, please behold yourself. I cannot see you in this sorrow. To console you, our dear Gurudev Vasishtha and mothers came along with me.
Gurudev is here?
Yes, brother.
Where is he?
They can be here at any time.
Oh, Gurudev.
Ayushman Bhava.
My dear brother, my mother's intrigues were carried out without my knowledge. In the dynasty of Ikshvaku, the great rulers of the past has enthroned the eldest one as a king. Therefore, I request you to please come home. I have brought the entire paraphernalia for your coronation here. Practically, the whole Ayodhya has come to a standstill. Everyone is weeping and crying for you to return. Please satisfy your hearts and accept the royal throne.
Bharat, as much as my duty to obey Pitashi's orders, it is yours as well.
No, brother, no. Our father is noble. And it was a vow based on immorality and cruelty. It did not come from his heart. It was due to merciless pressure. Merciless pressure.
Just because Pitashi has left his body, should we forget his instructions? Should we prove him false? No, Bharat. No. In fact, what did Pitashi want? He wanted one son to rule the kingdom and the other son stay in the forest.
All right, brother. I will live in the forest. You go back to Ayodhya.
Bharat, please discriminate the right from wrong.
No, brother, no. At this moment, I cannot think what is right and what is wrong. The only thing I know that my brother Rama loves me so much that he will never disappoint me. Never disappoint me.
Bharat, you must rise above all the sentiments and be fixed in your duty.
All right. You do your duty. I will do mine. I will sit right here until you relent and accept the royal throne.
Bharat!
I have no words. But nonetheless, today, I beg forgiveness from all of you. Whatever obligations, the boons I have asked from your father, have bound you all upon. I free you from all of them. Please forgive me if you can.
No, Ma. Please. Please don't speak like that. In fact, give me the privilege to be your son. And Ma, you cannot take back the vow or the words. If at all anybody can take back his words, it's only Pitashi.
Dear Gurudev, please resolve this endless conflict of brotherly love. Otherwise, the entire world will drown in the love of Bharat for Rama.
Dharma is the biggest strength,
Of this three world,
but love
is such a thing that dharma is powerless.
Your love is victorious, Bharat. But remember one thing. The true power of love is being selfless. Selfless love does not ask for anything. It only seeks the pleasure of the loved ones. Therefore, see how you can serve Rama.
Oh, Gurudev, there is nothing there than one's own life. I will give my life for Ram. I will give my life for Ram.
No, Bharat. It's easy to give one's life, but it's more difficult to live for the loved ones. If you are true devotee of Ram, then sit down at his lotus feet and ask him what he wants you to do.
Oh, Gurudev, you have shown me the true meaning of love. My dear brother, please order me. What do you want me to do?
Bharat, Ram is lost. I'm lost in front of your love. I will accept the kingdom of Ayodhya, but after 14 years. Till then, it's your responsibility. I will definitely come back and take the responsibility from you.
All right, brother. But please remember one thing. After 14 years, if you delay returning, even by one day, I will swear on your lotus feet that you will never see your Bharat alive.
Bharat,
My dear brother, if I ask you something, will you give it to me?
definitely Bharat. I'll give you my life.
No, no. I have brought royal sandals for your coronation here. Please step into those sandals so that in your absence, they will sit on the royal throne for 14 years. And I will rule the kingdom as a representative in the mood of servant of these sandals. And myself, I will mat my hair and put on tree barks and live in a hermitage like yours outside the Ayodhya.
All glories to you, Bharat. All glories to you.
Dear Shatrughn, please bring Ram sandals. My dear brother, please step into these sandals so that I will coronate them as king of Ayodhya.
Bharat will definitely satisfy your wishes and desires.
So that's Lord Rama's exile. This was established 10 years ago, roughly 10 years ago by His Grace Harulas Prabhu, a direct disciple of Srila Prabhupada. So since then he has been carving this activity of training young kids, and hundreds of kids have actually been trained in this art form. I see a lot of small kids, and I remember 10 years ago, a lot of these people on the stage there were of this size basically. And they have all now grown up to learn this art form and contribute to the bliss of the society. So I would like to introduce these artists here. Before brothers, Lord Ram is Pandav Vijay Prabhu. Lakshman is Brajakripa Prabhu. Is Ramesh Prabhu. And Shatrughan, Srinivas Gopal Prabhu. We have the 4 girls who are standing there, who did the parts of mothers. Mother Kaushalya is Pooja. Mother Kaiti is Geetika. Mother Sumitra is Sri Lakshmi. Mantara is Preeti. The servant is Shobha Mataji. The charioteer is Srinivas Prabhu. And Sage Vasishtha is Manoj Prabhu. And Sita Devi is Premamai Mataji. Finally, King Dasharath is Madhav Chandra Prabhu. So, an endeavor of this magnitude would not have been possible without a lot of background activity. We have had several people who prepared the stage, who got the sound system ready, who wrote the script, who did a variety of activities like stage coordination, music, choreography, and so on. So, let me start with Rasa Chandra Prabhu. Can you please stand up? Rasa Chandra Prabhu is the director of this play. And he is also the musician and choreographer and a few other things, such as mentoring his team. Please come forward. She is the stage manager. She ensures how things happen on the stage, how people come in and what their positions are and so on. And Padma is also the current serving chairperson for the Vedic Center of Performing Arts. There have been several people. The executive producer is none other than our Harivilas Prabhu. Krishna Prabhu said, yeah, why don't you come over and do this drama here in Corvallis. I thought I would see probably 15 or 20 people, and I'm amazed. This congregation is so big. You have over 100 people in this room today. This is really amazing. So Keshav Krishna Prabhu, or Krishna Keshav Prabhu, I should say. Please take the action item of instituting a Vedic Center for Performing Arts here. You don't have to look further. You just have to talk to Harivilas Prabhu for 2 hours. He trained us like our father for the last 10 years, and he will train you as well. And train all these kids through remote, of course, through the phone and so on. It's very difficult for him to make a 6-hour drive here every time. I have to say a few more things about Harivilas Prabhu. So, he has grown the Seattle temple in such a dramatic way. And I should say that I'm so thrilled to see all of you here. So he's growing this temple also in a dramatic way.
Haribo!
So I would like to extend an invitation for all of you to visit our Seattle temple as well and take the darshan of the beautiful deities. And we have beautiful deities here, Nitai Gaur Chandra, Radha Krishna, and Shaligram Shila and so on. So find a permanent home for them pretty soon. So big task for Keshav and Krishna Prabhu.
Haribo!
I would like to now invite Harivilas Prabhu to come and say a few words. How can I forget him? He's standing right next to me. Amar Bilabati is our sound engineer. And not only that, he actually brought us here. We came in his van here. So he's letting us here, he's carrying the equipment, and he's always a tireless servant of the Lord in the background. So we should all learn from him on how to serve without seeking prestige.
First of all, I'd like to thank the wonderful performing artists. I really don't have any credit for any of this. They have worked tirelessly on their own, under the guidance of Rasa Chandra Prabhu and Devi. The purpose of the Vedic Performing Arts Center is education of our children and adults to live in the bhava, in the emotional state of love of God, as exemplified by the story of the Ramayana. The Ramayana is steeped in deep emotional states of love for Lord Rama. And when you look at what you just saw, you saw, for example, Bharat. Bharat is an exemplary person in the entire history of the world. He did not entertain, even for 1 second, the desire to exploit his brother for his own advantage. And he completely dedicated himself to serving the purpose of his brother Ram by properly managing the kingdom while his brother was in exile. He wasn't attached to any of the opulences of the royalty, the position of royalty. He never forgot who he was. He was the servant of his brother. And this is something that we need to learn today. We need to have a paradigm, a person that we look up to like Bharat, in order to be the benchmark for our own values and our own character in life. In spiritual life, in material life, people build up wealth, prestige, and power. In spiritual life, people build up their character, and along with that comes humility, self-control, compassion, empathy, and a sense of duty that overrides any personal desire for aggrandizement of power and prestige. So that is the example of Bharat. And this is what has held the Vedic culture and the Vedic civilization together. A person like Bharat and Lakshman and, of course, Hanuman, they all were completely dedicated to the service of Ram without any personal interest. This is what has poisoned modern society. People have the overriding desire to dominate and control others for their own sense gratification. In fact, wars in this modern world are based on who will dominate for sense gratification. They're wars of sense gratification, rather than, as the Battle of Lanka, Ram did not want to take any advantage from Ravana. His only purpose was to establish the principles of Dharma, to get back his wife, and he established Vibhishan as the king of Lanka in order to establish a saintly kingdom there. And then he came back to Ayodhya and established Ram Raja, the saintly kingdom under his example and direction. So Ram had these two purposes, Ram Raja and Ekapatni Vrat. A person who is a high-class man is faithful only to one woman in his life. And in the same way, a high-class woman is faithful only to one man, her husband, throughout her life. So we see that Ram went to tremendous travails in order to get back Sita. He could have said, okay, I lost this one Sita, there's 1,000 more Sitas, I can marry as many as I want. No. And when he got back Sita, his next purpose was to establish a saintly kingdom under the direction of a saintly king. So therefore, when people were passing rumors around Ayodhya that Ram has taken back Sita who was defiled by a Rakshasa, although that was not true, in order to gain the respect of the people, he gave up his own family happiness. Even though his wife Sita was pregnant at the time, he asked her to live in exile so that people would not criticize him or make jokes about him or ridicule his position of authority. So the greatest fear Ram had was not of the Rakshasas, of course. His greatest fear was the criticism of the people that he was supposed to guide in the saintly kingdom. So therefore he was willing to go to the extreme ends to gain their confidence and respect. So this is what spiritual life is all about. Spiritual life is about sacrificing to please the Lord. And when one sacrifices sincerely, other people recognize it. And they're willing to trust such a person who will go to no ends to sacrifice to please God. Just like today, we remember Lord Jesus Christ. He was willing to sacrifice his own life for the sins of others. We remember other great personalities in history, like Bharat, like Ram, like Arjuna, and so forth, because they're willing to sacrifice everything for the service of God. And due to that level of sacrifice, many millions of people are benefited by their example and by their legacy. So today, 1.8 million years after these events took place, we still remember Lord Rama, we still remember Lakshman, we still remember Shatrugna and Bharat, we still remember Hanuman, we still remember Sita Devi. All these persons are our guides, are the beam of light directing us through the darkness of the material world. Therefore, Ramayana has been at the base of the entire Vedic culture. And what you saw today in the Ramayana are lessons that can guide us throughout life. Just like, how did Manthara convince Kaikeyi that Ram was actually her enemy, the enemy of her son? It's very, very deep psychological study when you look at Manthara. She became the servant of Kaikeyi. She gained her confidence. And then she defined a common enemy, Ram. And then she convinced Kaikeyi that she should be doubtful of Ram, and she should be fearful of Ram, and she should